In case you missed it, I'm back on my Coin Lady channel. What 1000 HBAR will be worth in 2025, in my opinion, because it is another cryptocurrency with explosive potential, a lower market cap than XRP, and plans to take market share from some of the biggest industries in the crypto space right now. The average human now has roughly 1000 HBAR. Even throughout the worst of the market, this group has kept buying this coin. Looking at what the development team is creating is quite astounding, and the fact that the holders are so confident in the project fills me with excitement for what's to come. However, let me explain. When compared to the whole size of the cryptocurrency market, which is currently at $3.5 trillion, Hedera's $9.71 billion market worth seems tiny. In other words, it constitutes a negligible fraction of the total market. As a matter of fact, I'd want to demonstrate to you how this number appears on the screen. It's 3.5 trillion, as we can see, divided by 9.5 billion, Exactly 1/3 of the market is occupied by it, isn't it? Plus, it's a cryptocurrency that's fairly substantial. Listen, I understand it, it's clearly one of the top 20. That it has risen to the position of number 18 among cryptocurrencies is noteworthy in and of itself. Just taking a quick glance at HBAR shows that it had a pretty significant run not long ago on these charts, similar to what it did in 2020. Well, HBAR, looking back at 2020 and 2021 in the latter half of that year before the last bull run, we can see that it climbed from about 3 cents all the way up to 47 cents in September of 2021, when it was at its high, right there. An astonishingly high volume of price movements. It was evidently rather thrilling, since on certain exchanges it really topped, if only momentarily, 50 cents. In addition, if you examine the most recent actions, you can observe that it soared to 33 cents from 4.2 cents, pretty close to its previous low around 2020. It actually went far higher than that in a few conversations. Thus, it is undeniable that this altcoin is seeing meteoric rise. Plus, the crypto market is significantly bigger now than it was in 2020 and 2021, thus HBAR has a lot of room to expand. On the other hand, I have seen that very few people discuss another aspect of HBAR, the fact that the number of continuous retail holders is significantly higher now compared to 2020. Hedera was developing incredible apps that would be immensely valuable to many different organizations in 2020 and 2021, which is why institutional demand drove the entire price. Now, in contrast to earlier, when the election super cycle month was really taking off in November and early December, the base community is significantly larger now, and this will, in my opinion, produce a tremendous snowball effect once the market starts to pick up again. As you can see, HBAR experienced virtually the same thing about the same time as you are seeing here. In the preceding cycle, it occurred slightly later. In January, it ran up and hit some incredible numbers. In February, it reached what seemed like a record high of around 13 cents. Observed a minor adjustment, and then it skyrocketed towards, April of that year. Later that year, in September, it naturally reached its peak. And to be honest, I'm expecting something quite similar this time. However, I feel it is important to emphasize the massive size and anticipated growth of the RWA market before we get into the question of how high HBAR actually can go. The RWA market is now on a downward trend, as you can see from these numbers. Since RWA will serve as a link between blockchain technology and tangible things like art, commodities, and real estate, analysts predict that the market will reach roughly $1.3 million by 2030. This is not to say that the market is enormous. Also, everyone is aware of how massive the real estate market is. The RWA market might well surpass $1.33 trillion by 2030, that wouldn't shock me in the least. I genuinely think it could easily go up to 10 times that by that time, because we're going to get a lot of regulatory clarity in 2025. Real, you understand. Various applications are being developed for various cryptocurrencies. This is the foundation of Hedera's ecosystem, thus it's what we can expect from them going ahead. This is why the Hedera ecosystem has attracted the attention of prominent institutions such as BlackRock, Grayscale, Google, Amazon, and countless more. They get the technology and can envision its future usage to corner a market worth up to $4 trillion, can't they? So, that's really incredible, isn't it? So, when you convert 1 million seconds to days, it comes out to about 30 days or something. On the other hand, if you convert seconds to days, then years to decades, then decades to centuries, then over 30 years, isn't that a long time? At 1 trillion, it would take several lives. The sheer magnitude of this market, in the trillions and beyond, is tremendous and enormous, much beyond the comprehension of many of us. I think that comparison does a great job of capturing the magnitude of these figures. Therefore, that is an act. I'm really bullish on HBAR because of that. Just a short note before we get back to the video, Pepe Meme Coin is our sponsor for today. It's the most memorable meme out there, obviously based on the beloved crypto memester Pepe the Frog. I believe these individuals have a good shot at becoming successful, and they are now having a huge pre-sale. I wanted to cover them because of it. Magazines with a cartoonish style are being produced by them. Having fun while making a game is also evident here. Launchpad will power their launch, which will enable numerous other projects to launch meme coins simultaneously. Be sure to click on the link below if you would want to participate in their sale. I believe this one has a good shot of generating some big numbers, plus they support all sorts of cryptocurrencies. You can see Aptos and everything else. You can contribute with any cryptocurrency you wish, they already have it. You can see that their chart is performing very strong numbers already, so it's a good sign that you should acquire some of these cryptocurrencies if you want to ride this bull run to victory. So, have a look. At the moment, there are 2,397 holders, and I expect that number to grow significantly. I'll catch up with you all in the movie. Alright, I know you lovely people have been waiting for this moment, my forecasts regarding the price of HBARs. This is an incredible question, no one knows the answer with absolute certainty, all we can do is look at past performance to make an informed guess as to what we think it's capable of. Am I correct? In my opinion, the magnitude of the markets that we are tapping into is in the tens of trillions of dollars, and I showed that to you. From these estimations, we can deduce that the RWA market will be worth between $4 trillion and $30 trillion by 2030. It becomes immediately apparent how much market dominance HBAR will establish if it consumes even 20% of a $30 trillion market. Your attention in seeing my video is greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching my channel and for subscribing. I will see you later.